Hey guys, we are at a counselor's office and the counselors need some help. Air conditioner's not running. They hot. Stay tuned. This is in the same complex as my business. Knock, knock.
Hi.
Hey, I've come. Well, hello. I've come check on this air conditioner.
Okay.
Mind if I come in?
Come on in. Yeah. Go potty then.
What's it been doing?
Not working.
Nothing at all.
Nope. I checked the breaker.
Uh-huh.
Everything looked fine. There was nothing tripped. And I don't know when it stopped working because we just came in this morning and here's the thermostat.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not doing. The fan isn't coming on. Just nothing is happening at all.
So what'd you do to it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have a real good idea what's going on. I'm probably going to have to put up a ladder in this room right here.
Okay, sure.
So I'll be in and out, okay?
Okay, yeah, no problem. Do what you have to do.
I have been here before. And this is a frequent problem. They have a suspended air handler above that drop ceiling in that back room. And when the drain backs up, it fills up with water and shuts it off. I'm going to show you something that might help me out. There's a drain sticking out above this condenser. Hopefully that's to my emergency drain. I might be able to hook a vacuum up to that and at least get it started. We'll see. I cleaned a coil today and I need to take that filter off before I try to vacuum any water, because if that filter gets wet and is in there, you ain't gonna have no suction power. None. Check that. Ooh. I'm down to 1 bar. And that does make a difference on these vacuums. They, if your battery's weak, it doesn't have as much force. There we go. This comes with another end that is cut at an angle, and this DIY vac will not fit. I mean, you can put it, get it to slide into the same slot, but part of that angle is going to show, and you're not going to get your vacuum seal. Oh my. Well, that didn't do any good, did it? Let's try down here. You know what? all those joints. Let's see if we get anything out of this one. We got water, and there's our non-existent emergency drain. No wonder that didn't help me. There's no cap. Where's the cap? All right, I got to get the vacuum up here and vacuum this until my switch closes. They had to mount this thing so high. That's like 4 feet away from the ceiling. That light is not suspended. I cannot rest this vacuum on anything with water in it. Whew. I think I heard the blower come on. It would be nice to have a emergency drain that I could vacuum out. Okay, I just turned the blower to auto. I did hear it running. We do have a place where we can put a float switch on it. And I'll be honest, I would prefer an SS2 in a situation like this. I can break it right here. It'd be real easy to install. I'm gonna see if I have an SS2 and give them a quote for that. The BG301 that I like to use, I prefer it because it has a resettable switch on it. But if I had an SS2 on something like that, I could clear the drain from outside and not have to go above the drop ceiling. With a BG301, you'd have to, forgive the mess. Let me see, looking for an SS2. Got one right here. The results, now that there's a cap on that drain, probably not. There's nothing in that drain. I'm gonna have to shut it off to hook this up. This goes in the secondary drain. If you're wanting to hook one of these up, the main drain is in the very bottom and this one is a little bit elevated. If you see some that are at the exact same level, if you'll look in one of them, it might have a little plastic piece across the bottom. That's how you identify which one is for your safety switch. I'm using this to help me tighten it up. I'm going to run this over here. We know that this float switch is wired correctly by the way it is acting. Right now I'm about to cut one of the wires. That immediately shut it off. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wire my float switch, my second float switch, in right here. I'm doing this so that the next time this happens, it is hot up in here. I mean, really hot. Next time this happens, I may not have to come into the attic. We are about to start our 5-minute time delay again. All right, I'm just going to get some zip ties and kind of pull this out of the way. So I'll be right back. It is really hot. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna show you a little something now that I'm done to help me and maybe the next technician know which tile to take out, because most people when they come in a room like this, they don't know where the air handler is. I'm gonna mark it. That just stopped blinking. I heard the blower come on. Let's check it outside. We are running. Right now, that's very cold. Let's check pressure. Because this suction line is so cold, and because I didn't get any water out of it, I mean out of the main drain, I'm a little bit worried. We've been freezing up. So that's the main reason I want to check pressures right now. Trying to think what job I left it on. Let me see, this is a 410 system. That pressure is nowhere near freezing up. If I can show you. Or 410. Evaporating at 50 degrees. I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, how about like and subscribe? I have 3 or 4 queued up. I went to one today. It was a preventive maintenance. It was actually out of town. People requested me to travel up there to give them a PM. And boy, did they ever need it. I might have that one for you tomorrow. If y'all enjoyed, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the store in the corner. And hey, if you want to be an ACiQ dealer, there's a link in the description. I'm actually going to finish up one tomorrow. I might bring you along. Thanks for watching.